Dude, Woody's high eyes are cracking me up. Like just so high.
What are you talking about?
Look at his eyes.
How did Woody get high?
It's not.
It was that beverage he was sipping.
Oh goodness.
He's just having a good time. It's the holiday spirit, man. It's just
I miscalculated the time. I did not mean to be high. This
guy's fucking stoned and loaded up on cum pills.
Oh, I've done that with edibles on this show before, where I'm like, "Ooh, we got a whole another hour, and I'm feeling tingles." Like,
yeah, but Woody's gonna start gooning after this, loaded up on Locked and Loaded, stoned off his ass.
He's gonna absolutely.
Are you a gooner? You got a goon cave?
Probably.
He's in it right now.
That's where we looked at that Reddit on the show.
You got like 8 consoles around you, like the eyes.
I don't know why it's so important for me to share this right now because it's just so funny. This meme is really funny. It says when you realize you geeking a little too hard and when you realize you gooning a little too hard and got to lock in.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, the GoonCaves Reddit is fucking depressing. Like imagining someone like opening up 7 different devices and getting all of them on porn and then sitting there like
we've all goon caved a little. Like we've all gotten like even as a kid, you'd be like, all right, get the Victoria.
I think I've gooned. I don't think I've
caved. Page 37, page 37. She's got the panties that are kind of translucent. I think I see a little pussy lip. Get that out. Get it. Like go to that one website that shows nudity for free. This is like 2001. Like you get all your materials out, so you can look back and forth from one to the other. Yeah,
I remember like 2001, 2002. You're trying to jack off, and you're like, well, this video is like the trailer for porn. For a porn video, I'm gonna jack off to the trailer because she gets her
yeah.
You gotta go to a site. They're like, click here to watch the video, and then a pop-up would come, which was like, or early on, sometimes you get 5, 7, 10 pop-ups, and I think I was supposed to hate them, but it's like jokes on you. There's naked people on all these pop-ups.
Like, I'm coming to all of these.
Oh yeah,
enough for you, enough for you, enough for you.
Just absolutely ruining my family computer. Just being like,
rip that thing. I'm just. I mean,
I think it was.
I don't know how it still works.
I think it was Destiny we had on the show years ago who talked about how he would print porn. Like from the family printer. And I'm like, that's a guy, playing for tomorrow's come.
I think I did that too. I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure I color printed some porn. Yeah,
even if you run out of black ink, you're still like doing this weird negative looking photo. You're like, yes. And it's back in the day. Let's not lie. You just take that same piece of paper and nut on it. Probably wipe yourself down with that thick computer paper.
Oh, paper cut.
Oh, man. No.
Oh, if you're in BDSM, you've got like the chick with the whip and you're like, paper cut on your cock. Like, pretend like she's doing it. You're like, is that enough, mistress? She's like, no, I don't think so, little boy. Like, you got a whole stack of them, so you flip it like real fast, and she like does the whole whipping motion.
you have a flip book of porn. You're like, God damn it, how do you do this one-handed?
You have to light a candle and put it behind the pages just right. This is some 17th century pornography. Like a kaleidoscope of jizzedom.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that was the dark age of pornography, because before that, you just had real porn. You got a magazine. But it's real pornography. There was that brief time of this bootleg half-ass porn that everyone kind of had access to in the dead of night. And that was the dark ages of porn. The pop-up jerking, the fucking going down the 8 websites deep, like play and something pops up. Okay, well, it's still a video, play and something pops up. Yes. Are any of these actually videos? Or are they just links? And here's what it would do, though.
Play eventually.
Y'all won't even. Some people won't remember this. It would be this huge page of tiny thumbnails that were all perfect. You're like, oh, they're all that chick's hot and that chick's hot. Like every little, it looked like a stamp collection of perfect pornography. And as soon as you click that bitch, another pop up. It was a trap every time. But
it was.
But I remember having
the price.
My whole perspective shifted my whole perspective shifted because I started to go through like phases. I never had phases. I was always like this teacher or some shit. People in real life reference. But then like I remember when I first started looking at porno, like I never got like big, thick, black booty from Atlanta. Like when would I ever see that in real life and have that as a reference? I'm not you, Kyle. I wasn't near. That wasn't like a trip to the city.
It's airware.
Not you know, they're not built like that in 1993 Canada. No. It's not out there. Yeah. So, but 96. So I'm looking. I'm seeing this for the first time, and I'm like, damn, what would I do with all that? You know, like I'm like, what am I gonna do with all that? I mean, I'm like, but like then I remember like years old. Then I remember like I remember being like, fat black ass is boring. What's next? And I was like, very old women, come. It is your turn.
You got into very old women in the 90s.
Like I want the yes, because it's like risky sex. You know,
it had to be weird. It was weird.
It's a risky sex for them because they're so elderly.
Yeah, they could break a hip. Like you see one of those old gals getting into it. You know, she's putting her. So
you're not even into mature. You're into like death's door.
Yes.
No, this was a phase. Sex. Yeah, this was a phase. Hospice sex was
her liver spotted hand.
Go to hospicehose.com and you'll see some ladies who don't hold back. All right. There's nobody in that porno who's like, oh, I don't want it. Oh, everybody see me sucking a dick. Like, no, they're going full out.
What's crazy about
it's some nasty stuff.
What's crazy about the whole scene was it was the internet. So I learned after phases that I was going through phases, and I was like, wait, hold up. Big, thick, black woman granny booty. And now I'm like mixing the genres. And I'm like big, fat, black granny booty with a dick. No, you guys never
like the granny.
You fucking liars! You fucking liar! Don't lie to
me. So you were jacking up to elderly black men in the 90s, is what it seems.
With fat asses, though.
With fat asses, with and really nice fat asses. And tits. Man, you stormed through the porn offerings.
Well, that's what do you think? That's why I think kids probably so fucked up today because I'm like tearing it up there. I'm like getting off a nut and then going to rotten.com or something with my boys, you know. I'm fucking all over the place. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy that I grew up semi-normal. But what do you think's going on out today? Like imagine it today though. Like they can go up to live leak combat footage and who knows like
Live Leak's gone, I think.
Yeah, Live Leak's gone. They don't have E-Fucked Mother, or maybe E-Fucked and Motherless are still around. I don't know.
They are.
What about Something Awful? Is that still around?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, damn. I probably got a whole bunch of purple links on E-Fuck that I can go click.
Still, I don't know. I'm like, probably not updating E-Fuck anymore.
I check every 6 months or so. Because no, they do. It's just that man he's an incredible curator, and he really does not just force it.
It's his
Smithsonian. He doesn't bullshit there. Like he really does, and his edits are incredible.
I remember Kyle used to send more links to E-Fucked in our texts and chats like years and years ago, and every time it'd be just ghastly.
Did you guys? Horrible. I don't recommend this. No one should watch this. Did you guys see the Mr. Beast E-Fucked video, the 2-parter?
Is this a no?
Is it a person fucking a horse?
Are you memeing? Mr. Beast is in an
E-Fuck guy. Video? It's this disgusting man in this toxic relationship that's abusive, and he's racist. He's standing in his room butt naked with his door wide open to his apartment, and he's yelling this or that, and then someone in his apartment cusses him out, and he starts yelling with like his little soft dick at them in the room, and he obviously says racist stuff. It's messed up. And then his girlfriend, they're having sex, and then they like hit each other. They make each other bleed. Then they get married, and then his boy is fucking the girl, and he's so nasty and he's gross, and it's like really toxic. No one should watch it, whatever. And then one day the guy's like sleeping like while live on Twitch, and then Mr. Beast literally goes into his video, and he's like, look at this guy sleeping. Let's donate him $10K. And Mr. Beast donates this terrible person without realizing $10,000. And the guy wakes up and he's like, Mr. Beast, we should collabo someday. And then the E-Fucked video cuts to this guy, and he's like fucking all these girls, probably with the $10,000 that he just got. And there's like a mysterious dick in there, and the guy puts Mr. Beast with a question mark and it's like it's a two-parter. It's terrible. Do not watch it. No one should watch it. Guys listening at home, I know that you're probably gonna go check it out. You fucked. You shouldn't. I don't recommend it. It's terrible. It's two-part video.
That's hilarious. So how old is it? Is it Mr. B? This was like years ago. If he was handing out 10K to random people, right? He's like
now
big productions.
Now Mr. Beast is like, that's crazy. Like I would never want to beat Mr. Beast. I was so happy being like, what are we gonna wrap in bacon this week? Mr. Beast, they're like, Jimmy, what are we gonna do this week? And he's like, this week we make the blind see, and we bring water to Africa. And it's like, fuck, those are some very clickable videos, but just a YouTube channel. You got to calm down. Making blind people see. Like my hot take is that unfortunately for Elon Musk, I think in like 200 years, people will talk about Mr. Beast just as much as they will Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, because those guys have corporations, whereas Mr. Beast is just like Jimmy. And he's cutting right to like plant trees, put water in Africa, make the blind people see. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk could have done that a long time ago, except they're buying Twitter and
I'd be paying women to get breast implants they didn't need. That's what I would do with like that's the YouTube channel.
That sounds like FPS Russia. Like 4 years ago.
For $50,000, will you get quadruple double Ds or whatever? Some H's, some triple Z's. And just make these desperate ladies have to get these, like, they got like a wheelbarrow like Randy in that episode of South Park with his balls in it. Just really make some freak shows with my money. That's what I would do.
I would not allow breast reductions in my kingdom. That would be, I would see that as like spitting in God's face.
Same as an abortion.
Like, yeah, I got to get rid of that too.
My first rule is king, control the tits.
Control. He who controls the ultimate food supply. Yeah. And I just got a bunch of big titty bitches. Man, I'd be a great king. This is just the most selfish retard. Like, yeah, but everybody, look how good the
no war,
are.
Only tit. No war, only tit.
I've won a lot of war. I think I'd be a bad king.
Whatever that shit is in milk that's making girls' titties bigger, more of it. even more of that.
I think it's milk.
Oh, well then even
it's
more.
It's the milk in the milk.
Yeah. New milk regimens for my populace. Well, except for men. If it gives men tits, we gotta shut that down. We don't want that. Well, I think that's been a fun show.